Yep.
Maths is the science that deals with the logic of shape, quantity, and arrangement. Maths is all everywhere. It's all around us. We can use from anything and anything. It's related to actually anything as well. Anything you do can be and will be associated with maths itself. Maths is not just some topic or subject we have to study. It's something that's way more in depth. It's like the structure of everything. To the most simplest of things like counting 1, 2, 3, that's maths. To making things like supercomputers, something that's able to calculate things beyond comprehension. That uses maths. So without any of these things, without maths, none of these things can be achieved. How maths itself came to be is a different matter. It was from the effort of multiple civilizations that could be dated back all the way to 20,000 to 35,000 years ago. The first evidence being from Africa, when they found bones, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. An example of civilizations that have helped contribute to the evolution of maths is Babylonia, who introduced this sexagesimal numeral system. Then it was the Greeks, Pythagoras theorem, Mayan people. They created the standard symbol for the number 0, and there's many, many more. From all these contributions of various civilizations and innumerable mathematicians, maths has evolved into the maths we know today. Something that's so amazing that it's actually able to count or do things that's incredible. For example, we can now quantify the mass of these gargantuan celestial bodies, or in simpler terms, planets. In fact, we can even quantify the mass of our bloody solar system. Actually, we can even count our Milky Way. Simply said, maths itself has evolved into something that could be considered as the pinnacle of its being, the peak, the paragon of maths right now. But despite all that, while maths is the maths we now know today, it can still be better. After all, for maths, only the sky is the limit.
Today we're going to talk about the mathematician Georg Ferdinand Ludwig Philipp Cantor.
He is from Russia, later German, and he married at Valley Goodman.
He was born on March 3, 1845, and he died at the age of 72 on January 6, 1980.
This mathematician, to really understand the meaning of infinity and give it a mathematical precision.
Georg Cantor established the importance of one-to-one correspondence between members of two sets, such as the one element of x must be paired with at least one element of y, and no more element of x must be paired with more than one element of y, and vice versa.
Georg Cantor also discovered and defined the meaning of infinite. For example, a set full of integers such as -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on are countable infinite sets. Real numbers are uncountable infinite sets such as fractions, irrational numbers, and non-squares such as 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
Georg Cantor invented the set theory, which can be applicable to most objects that are relevant to mathematics. Sets are based on logic, which can be useful to calculate the statistical form of economics, such as what does Malaysia and Indonesia have in common, and also their differences.
Georg Cantor also discovered transfinite numbers, which is a denotation of the size of an infinite collection of objects. This suggests that they all have different sizes, even though they are all infinite. For example, a set of integers, real numbers, irrational numbers, are all infinite, but one is a subset of the next.
Some of the notations of transfinite numbers: n, the set of natural numbers; q, the set of rational numbers; r, the set of real numbers; p, the set of prime numbers; z, the set of integers; e, the set of even integers; and o, the set of odd integers. Cantor invented the new word transfinite in an attempt to distinguish these various levels of infinite numbers from an absolute infinity. The religious Cantor equated effectively with God. By doing so, he saw no contradiction between his mathematics and the concept of God.
Are you recording this? Good recording. Keep recording. Keep recording. Stay right. I'm gonna shoot back you. No, Kaiser. Yeah, but where do I start?
I don't know.
I mean, help me out. Maths. Maths.
What's your first point?
Maths. Now, maths is a science that deals with logic of shape, quantity, and arrangement. So just like that.